Hello. Well, it's the start of a one-day special, a brand new one. It's PureLite. We've got lots of goodies for you. It's not just about the light boxes as well. We have got other things as well, but the one-day special, we are looking at the light box itself. Now, details straight away are on the screen. I'm going to tell you about this. We're going to do a little bit of demoing as well. And now what we've got here is the A3 LED light box. This is a great piece of kit, it really is. And I've got to say that's a fantastic price at £49.99. You are saving £10 for the one-day special. And we can offer that flexi-buy option as well, 2 payments of £25. Item number 509298. Now, obviously being A3, if you're not sure the size of that, it is large. Put 2 pieces of A4 together, that's your A3. That's the size of the board itself where the light is. Now, we have got the A4 version coming up, but you can see how much bigger. Obviously, it's double the size to the A4. The A4 is at the bottom of the screen, £24.99, but the A3 gives you that much larger working surface. Well, what can we use the light box for? Well, there's all sorts of things, and we'll go through that in a second. But I just want to talk you around some of the features of it first of all. First, I've got to tell you, it's very lightweight, which is great. It's also very thin. Look how thin that is. It's also got those non-slip feet on the bottom there as well, which is going to keep it nice on your tabletop. The other thing about this is as well what it's made of. So the screen there, the top of it is acrylic, which is very, very hard wearing. So it's anti-scratch resistant. It is super hard wearing. Of course, it's a light box. So that means that you've got a button to turn the lights on, which we're going to do in a second. Let me just point out also, you have got the measurements on the sides. So we can see 0 to 29 on one side here, and we've got 0 right up to 41 on the bottom edge here. Now, you have got, included with the light box itself, you obviously get your cable and your power point in there as well. Just plug this in. It just plugs in straight into the mains, and then you've got your button here as well, which I'm just going to give this one touch, and you only need a very light touch, and it will light up. Now, we're going to bring the lights down because there's more than one setting here. Now, that's just the first setting. Let me just go again, just a slight touch, much brighter. And you're noticing also it's a very cool light, that white light, which is a great light to work from. I've just touched it again, and that's gone to the brightest setting. The 4th one will turn it off. Now, I'm going to go through that again while we've got the lights down. Something else that I'm going to tell you as well, it is very kind on your eyes. It's not going to strain your eyes. It is very gentle. Now, you've got the different settings for a reason, depending on the sort of work that you're doing. You may want a softer light, you may want something in the middle, as we've got there, or you may want that even brighter light there. But that working surface is fantastic at A3. A really, really good price. Now then, before we move on, I'm just going to very quickly just show you, there's all sorts of uses for this actually, but I've got to bring in, this is an image, this is a photograph that Janice took. I asked if she'd print me out some of her photographs. If you've not seen what she's been taking photos of, do have a look on her Facebook page, it's amazing. But I've got a piece of paper here as well, and you could go with a lightweight card, you could go with, try your different mediums, your different papers and card weights as well. I can't say exactly which weight you can go up to because it will depend on the density also, as well as the weight or the type of surface that you're working with. But this is a paper, so you can see there, if I wanted to trace that through, just by getting a pencil or a pen, whatever I want, obviously because of the surface being acrylic and very hard wearing, then you're not going to damage that surface, and you can then start to trace through. So I'm just going to do a very quick outline around this leaf. But what impresses me so much is you can see every bit of detail that's showing on this leaf itself. So you imagine if you're taking photographs, maybe you've got something in your garden, or you've got memories of going to the seaside at some point, or you've got a nice sort of coastal view, something like that. You might want to turn that into your own piece of artwork. Put your photograph on the light box, trace through. If I just lift that up, you can see my tracing of the outline of the leaf there. Imagine that being a coastal view or something. You can do the horizon, you could do the moon, whatever's in your picture. Then you could colour it however you want with whatever medium you want. So it's great for that purpose. There is much more we can do with it. We're going to come back to that in a little while. But I wanted to really sort of talk through the features of this. First of all, and again, very easy, just to tap the button and turn that off. And there we are. Great price. I've got to tell you, that price is incredible. It really, really is. I've just got to show you again how thin this is. You've got a wonderful chip in there that controls the light. It keeps it as an even light as well. I don't know, I didn't mention that in the first instance, but we'll come back to this later and you'll be able to see it. When you turn that on, you haven't got a hot spot, so to speak, in the centre. You've got that nice even light. Item number 509298 if you want to go for the A3 version of the Lightbox, of course. Now we do have the A4 version. So again, as I say, A4, that's half the size of an A3, and it is half the price. But when you've got that bigger surface, if that's what you want, then go for the A3. If you want something smaller, maybe you've got a more compact space to work in, then this is a great option as well. So £24.99, another £10 saving on this one. Exactly the same material it's made of. You've got the acrylic surface there, very, very hard wearing, anti-scratch resistant as well. You've got the same button there. You've got the same power point as well. Now you've also got the measurements on this one. So we're going from right from 0 right up to 21 centimetres, and from 0 through to 30 centimetres. So you've got the full size. So the white area is the A4 bit. The actual whole piece, if you count the bordering, is slightly bigger, but the working area is your A4. Now let's just bring the lights down again. We'll show you this in exactly the same way. So you can see that button. Very, very easy to see that. It's just right there, just a simple touch, and we're on with the first one. So quite a dim light there. Can you see how even that light actually is though? We haven't got that brighter area in the centre. It works across very evenly. Another touch. There you've got your medium sort of light. It's quite a lot brighter, I've got to say, but it does get brighter than this because that third touch is going to give you your maximum light. Now, it is a little bit like, I'm thinking of something Janice asked me earlier actually. Now I am going to say what Janice asked me. I'm just going to turn that off again just by touching the button again. That fourth touch just turns it off. Power saving, LED lights, so environmentally friendly, economy, you've got to think of that as well. What I was going to say about Janice, she said, could you prop this up and use it for putting your makeup on and doing that sort of thing as well? I would say, and this is just me personally, I would say give that a good go, because the sort of light that you get from this, that cool light, it is much more natural. I have got daylight lamps at home. I've got a number of them and I wouldn't be without any of them. They're different sizes. I use them for different reasons, you know, whether I'm working at a fixed desk or I'm moving around the house or taking it away with me. But the sort of light that you get is much more natural. If you wanted to prop this up, maybe put it in some sort of stand so it's not going to slide down, then maybe you could give that a go. But essentially it is made to sit on the desk. But I'm just saying you might find other options as well. Item number 249048 is for the A4 version for just £24.99. Now we have got another light coming up for you, another one I'm impressed with, and I've got to say again the price point is brilliant. This is really, really good. Now then, I've just turned that on without even meaning to do it because it's just a very simple touch button again. Now what I can tell you is we've got all of the light boxes and the lamps plugged in right now in the studio, so you will notice, let me just tilt this a little bit, just here, I think we might need to turn the lights down to see it a little bit, but there's a little red light. I can see it clearly, but on the camera, it's there we are, we can see it very well now. Now we've dimmed the lights a little bit. That just means it's on charge. It's been charged up. So the lamp itself does come with a cable which will plug into your port, your USB port. If you've got one of those plugs, you know, it will just plug in and charge up. You don't need to keep that cable in there. You can charge the lamp up and remove the cable and it will keep its charge for approximately 3 hours. What I love about this is how compact it is. It's very sleek, it sits well. I can tell that's not going to topple over unless I knocked it hard. That's, you know, it's sturdy, it really is. And then you've got that fold out lamp bit at the top. Now I am going to lift this up. You can fold that right out actually, so you can position it in so many different ways. Love this one. This is another one, you know, I have already got 3 or 4 of these, but I might go and get another one because I find this one so useful. Now, something I didn't mention about the two previous light boxes, and it's the same with this one as well, you're not going to feel the heat from this. It's not going to get hot, it's not going to feel warm because it's LED, so you're not going to get that heat from there. Now, we're going to turn the lights down again on this one, simply because, well, I'm going to demonstrate something else with this one. Do you know what? I thought I'm going to keep busy. I've had quite an easy day of it today. Let's have a little look at this lamp. Let's take the lights down because we have again got the different effects. So one touch, we've actually got quite a warm light. I'm actually going to lift that up. Oh, I'm touching the button too soon here. Let me just turn that off again. I might have to tilt this on the side so you can see this properly. So if I just go with one touch, I'm hoping you can see this. This is quite a warm light. We can see on the wool there, you can see how it's picking the light up, but on the actual bulb itself, it's quite a warm light. Another touch, you can see the change. I'm going to start from the beginning and then we go brighter again. So, off. So it's a little bit more of a warm looking light there. Then we go up and it goes much whiter and much brighter. And there, that's your maximum setting. And again there, if I just touch again, it goes off. Let's just have a look with the lights down at the ball of wool so it's pink. So this is on the warmer lighting. I'm just going to turn this on its side so we can see from the top a little bit. And then the next setting, you can see the difference. So different times of day, you may want to change the lighting. So maybe at night time, you might want to go more for the cool light, the whiter light. Maybe in the daytime, you still want that light, but you might want the warmer light there. You may want to turn that brightness right up. The fact that you've got that adjustable top there makes it very, very useful indeed. So if you're working very closely, I've said this before, when I'm working with my clay and I'm doing things like my characters and I want to put the little whites of eyes in, I need that light. I can't work under normal electric light at night. Something like, I'm into my crochet at the moment as well. So you could sit actually and just, I mean, we've got the lights down here in the studio, but I can see very, very clearly what I'm doing here. We can turn, do you know, shall we turn the lights really down low? Can we do that, Jimmy? So you can see, if I was sitting in the room, you know, and it was pitch black, perhaps we've got a power cut. I've charged this up already. I've got 3 hours worth of light. I'm going to unplug it now. I should really turn it off to unplug it, but just because we haven't got the lights on in here, I'm just going to unplug that so you can see that, of course, it maintains its power. We've got that nice even light there again. Now, just to show you that I can actually crochet as well. If I was sitting at home, another reason I could give for this as well, perhaps you've got somebody else in the room with you who's watching TV and they don't want big bright lights on. You know, you can sit and you can craft and you can see what you're doing. My crochet hook isn't big enough really for this wool, but never mind. But you can see, I can see clearly exactly what I need to be doing. I'm just chain stitching here. Do you know, I really think I need to go and get one of these. I have been crocheting at night and I've been like a fool. I've been putting my big light on, which is very, very unkind to my eyes, I've got to say. This one, because it is so precise, I can get it so close, I can have it on the little coffee table at the side of me or in front of me, and I can craft away, saving on my larger lights, of course, that perfect daylight light I've got there so I can see really well and it shows the true colour. Let me just, again, while I've got that chain there, I'm going to change the colour again. So remember, with no power on, this is charged up, so pitch black, obviously, because I've turned it off. That wasn't meant to happen. I have to turn it off before we can start again. So this is our first setting. You can see that warmer light there. Let's just touch again, and we've gone brighter, more to that daylight. I don't know if I touched it twice then. No, I didn't. There, and there you've got, actually the third one is kind of in between as well. It's kind of a little bit of a crossover between the cool and the warm. So you really have got the best of everything. That price, I've got to say, I would be getting more than one of these, but it's so portable as well. $14.99, you're saving £10, item number 111471, and you're loving this one. 10% of the stock has gone. I'm just going to turn that off, and we will get that. We don't really need that plugged back in at the moment because, of course, it is charged up for us. One thing I didn't say is that touch button there, I can touch that without really holding the other. Let me open that up so you can see it's on. I can touch that without knocking it over. That's how sturdy it is. You can see I'm changing the light. You don't even have to hold it with the other hand as you're touching that button. It's super sensitive. Have I turned that off now? Yes, I have. There we go. 111471 is the item number for this particular item there, which is a great buy, I've got to say. Now we have got another lamp for you. We've got the tall lamp for you. This again is rechargeable, a rechargeable lamp. It's also got a magnifier with this one. I've not had the pleasure of working with this one or even seen it in preview. We've just got a still for you there, $59.99, but you can see the quality of the light. You can see with those LED lights, they're very safe as well. You're not going to get the heat from them. Love the fact this one has got the magnifying lamp included. You've got the multi-light settings on this one as well. £20 is the saving on this. And we've got 2 flexi buys for you, 2 payments of £30, makes it very affordable. 884129. We've also got a clip-on magnifier. This is a good one for me and my polymer clay as well, because you can angle the head on this one. You've got the magnifier, you can angle it where you want, so if you're doing very close work, maybe reading, maybe just reading the newspaper, this would be good as well. Freedom price on this one, £14.44, 325007. We've got one more magnifier for you. This is the hands-free. Now I have seen this one before. This is really good. If you're doing cross stitch or embroidery or something like that, and you need that little bit more vision, maybe you haven't got your reading glasses to put on, you just want to make things look a little bit bigger, this will sit on your chest with the cord around your neck, so you've got both hands totally free, and it really does work beautifully. It's illuminated, so you've got the purpose of the light and the magnifier there together. 292004 is the item number. What a great price again, just $9.99. Now something else we've got on the show are the diamond dots. You may have seen these before. We've got different options here. Now there's one item number, different designs. We'll go through them. We've got a couple of samples here. We are going to be working on one in a demonstration as well. So this is our black cat here. Isn't that fabulous? £14.39. Now I am going to give it a bit of a tilt, and you'll see why it's called diamond dots. Look at this. You'd think that these were really sparkly gems, but actually they're not. They're faceted gems. So as they catch the light, that's what's causing that glitter. So depending on how you tilt this, you'll get different effects and different amounts of that glitter there. Sometimes it looks like it's all glistening. Other times you'll see it glisten in different areas. Isn't it wonderful? It's a great effect. Everything's printed onto fabric as well. We'll go through this in the demonstration, show you how these work if you've not seen them before, but a great price again, £14.39. We've got all sorts to choose from. We can see we have got the midnight cat there, that beautiful black cat. Then we also have, let's have a look at this one, the next one. We've got the rose dew. I've seen these samples all out on the counter before, and I've got to tell you they are stunning. Love that. Then you've got the garland beauty. She's lovely. Oh, when you see this one made up as well, the lipstick is fabulous. Now we've also got the dog. I love my dog. We've got a finished sample of this one. This looks like my dogs. I just need to add an S after the dog because I love my dogs. There you are. Same price for all of these, same item number, just choose the option or options that you want. Then we have our Aero Bear. This is fun. Maybe something a little bit more for the younger generation, perhaps maybe for a child's room. Maybe you just like bears and aeroplanes. Fabulous. Looks really great, also put together. And then we have our tiger here as well, which is another fabulous one. I will talk through what you get in the kits when we get back to demonstration area, but what I've got to say is a great price, and if you are thinking you're going to be stuck in for some time to come, which we all think that at the moment, don't we, this is another lovely family craft that you can do as well. 914251 is the item number. Now I've got one or two other items on the show today to do with our soft crafting and ironing. Is something that we've also got as well. The dry iron with the non-stick sole plate, always popular. Half price on this one, £10 saving, $9.99 is the price. Wow, that's a good price. 417259. Lovely. Okay, so right, back to the one day special, our A3 light box. This really is fabulous. Now I'm going to do a little bit more with it. We just gave you a hint of what you could do with it earlier on, but we've got the diamond dots on the show, so that's something that will also be really, really good to use with the light box itself. So let's bring in one of the kits now. I've gone for the tiger, so I'm kind of doing two demos in one, or going across a couple of different items here. So this is one of the kits that we've got on offer. This is the tiger's eyes there. Now these are fabulous. Everything's printed on really, really good quality fabric. Now you do get a protective coating on the top which peels away, and there's a reason for that which I will come to if you've not seen this before. Now if it looks as though it's a little bit crinkly when it comes out the packaging, it's just the plastic coating. The actual fabric itself will not be crinkled. You can just unroll that and it will flatten itself out as you work with it. What you also get in the diamond dots are lots of colours of the diamond dots themselves. Now I have started it on this particular one, so I've opened a couple of packets. So you get all of these. You also get in these kits, which are very, very useful. Just bring all my bits and pieces in. You also get your little stylus, which comes with the grip, which is very, very handy. You can take that on and off, but it is well worth putting that on there and keeping it on there when you're using the stylus. You get your wax, which is important, which I'm going to come back to in a second, and you also get your little tray. Now you can see with the diamond dots, you have got lots and lots of different codes here. So I'm just going to put my glasses on. It will help when I put the light box on as well. So you can see down the side you've got a chart. You've got different symbols which you can see in the image itself, and there's a serial number and also a code number there as well. So you can see if I'm looking on my diamond dots, I'm just going to peel away the coating a little bit and point out where I've been, because I have started this. If we're looking at the black dot in a circle, I've already started these here. So you can see where they are. So the actual sign is this little black dot there, just where the stylus is pointing. If I look at the grid, you can see that the black dot is serial number A01. So when I look at my packets, and I have opened this one up already, there is my A01. So it's very easy to follow. Very easy to follow. You do get some little plastic bags as well to keep your spares in, or to make sure that you don't lose anything once you've opened the cellophane packs themselves. If you just pop some of the gems into your little tray, I wouldn't suggest tipping too many in all in one go, because you might want to change the colours. You give the little tray a shake and they automatically find their way to sit the right way up. They might not do it all in one go, so use what you can and then just give it a shake again. But you can see with the twinkle on them, you've got the faceted tops upmost there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to talk to you about the wax actually before I go any further. You do get, and this is important, the wax you need with the stylus, but when you first get this, and I put this back in just to show you now, I'm not going to be able to get it out, am I? There we are. There is a piece of plastic, there's a little seal on there. Make sure you remove that before you try picking your wax up, otherwise it won't work. Now the stylus itself, you can see it's like a little hollow channel. There is some wax already in there, but all you need to do is just sort of scrape it on the surface. You don't even realise you've picked it up to start with, it's just sat inside there. I'm going to put the lid back on there, and now this is where the light box really comes into its own. Now imagine, I said this before, perhaps you've got others in the room with you and they're watching television and they don't want big bright lights on. You could be crafting away and just use your light box, but also if I just turn this on once, we may need to bring the lights down a little bit more again. That's just on the lowest setting. Now for me personally, I could work from that very, very easily. What I'm seeing here in the studio, if I was at home, I could get away with that setting perfectly. For the purpose of the cameras and for you at home, I've just tapped that again, so now we've got that nice, bright, cool light. We can go up again to the brighter one. Now for me there, looking at the screen, that looks a little bit too bright for me. I would turn that down, so go again and it's going to turn it off. One, there you are. I'm going to choose the mid setting, which is great. Now then, we might have to bring the lights back up for the purpose of the demonstration, I'm not sure, but what I'm going to do is just work a little bit more with this. Now what you don't want to do with the diamond dots is pull away the clear film and take it off, because underneath there you've got the stickiness. So you don't want to be putting your arms and your hands onto the sticky and losing that stickiness. So only peel away where you're working. So a great tip is to start in the corner, do so much. You can change your colours as you need and always put that film back over the top. So I have already started this. So I'm working with the black gems, which is the little black dot in the circle, and I've got my tray here, and all I'm going to do is just pick up with the stylus, just by touching one of the gems, you can simply pick up and place over the dot. So I'm just following my guidelines there, just going by the chart and just placing those. Now then, something I've just done there, and this is one of my top tips, and I'm not following my own advice. I've just turned that up onto the brighter setting, which actually now on this angle does work very well for the visual for you lot at home. But what I would suggest is, because that button is so sensitive, if you're using something that's a larger piece on your surface and you're constantly putting your arm across, you are likely to catch that button. So for something like this, what I would do is just move away from that button a little bit, because I can move this about to the area that I want to work with, and I know I'm not going to be touching that button just at the times that I don't want it. I'm just going to bring my little tray in again here as well, just so it's a bit closer to me. So you can see there, the wax that I've put into my stylus is just picking up beautifully. And this will last a long time as well. You don't have to keep refilling it. You're going to get a lot of gems picked up with this before you need to refill it again. So there I am. I'm just filling in the areas with the black dots in them, because I know this is the appropriate colour. Without the Lightbox, I think you would find that would be difficult. And also think about the eye strain as well. I've already said earlier on, because you've got that even light, because you've got that very sort of caring light, and I'm saying caring because it is not going to strain your eyes. It is going to be that even light that's kind to your eyes. So there you are. You can see many uses, whether you're doing your parchment, whether you're doing your diamond dots, whether you're tracing, whether you're doing any sort of artwork, then this is a great tool for your craft room or your home. £49.99 is the price. You're saving £10. You have got a flexi-buy option, 2 payments of £25, item number 509298. Lovely. I'm just going to turn that off, so I'm not using any power that I don't need to. Obviously you do get the cable included as well. So that's the A3, that's our one day special. Moving back, we've got the smaller version, we've got the A4, so half the size. Just a reminder again there, it's the same on the A3 and the A4. The working area is the white bit. That's a bit that lights up. That is your size, so that's a true A4 in that one area there. You really can see the difference. Obviously it's double the size. If I was to turn the A4 this way up and place it on top like that, you can see that. And I'm talking, it's the screen that we're looking at, the white bit again. You've got a larger size than A4 with the outer bit, but the actual white bit, it is half the size. So do you know what, if you can afford to go for the A3, it's great because you've got that bigger surface, but sometimes we just have those areas that you need something a little bit more compact, or something you want to travel with as well. So the option is to go for a smaller one if you want a second light box or something that you need to travel with. They are very, very lightweight and very thin indeed as well. You've got that chip in there. The technology in this is great. You've got that hard surface. It's made of acrylic, so you're not going to scratch it easily. It's anti-scratch. There's no heat coming from it at all because it's an LED light in there. You've got that even light. You've got your measurements on there, which are very, very useful as well. Do you know, they are wonderful and such easy pieces to turn on as well. Just that slight touch of a button. I'm going to do the same with the A4. We'll just bring the lights down again, one touch, and that gives me the softest setting, which is extremely keen. Very good on the eyes. It's not straining my eyes at all. I'm not looking at that and thinking, oh, that's a bit bright. What I will say again, I'm going to keep pointing this out to you, you've got that even light. You're not seeing brightness in the centre or in a corner. You've got an even light all the way across. Let's go up another notch. So we're now at that mid setting, which I find very nice to work from, I've got to say. But if you want to go brighter, look at that. It does make a difference. You may need that brighter setting. Perhaps if you're using a thicker paper or a thin cardstock or something like that, you're trying to trace something, you might need more of a bright light underneath to bring through the image that you're trying to trace. So there will be reasons for all these settings for numerous reasons. 249048 is the item number for the A4. Just going to touch that again to turn it off. Just £24.99, £10 saving on this one again. Great price. Do take advantage while we've got these with the savings. Now, been busy on the next item, the handy lamp. Almost 20% of the stock has already gone. I really do like this. I know I keep saying about price. Yes, you are saving £10, but at £14.99, this is so useful. Perhaps you're looking for a gift for someone as well. I would be delighted if somebody bought me one of these as a gift. I really would. You could sit in bed and use them for reading. You can sit in your room. You can craft under them. You've got all sorts to do. Now, there is a cable that comes with it. This is rechargeable, so you don't need to run off that cable. I'm just going to take that cable out. When it's charging up, you will have a light that shows, so I'm just going to take that out. I can see without even opening this out, I've touched the button and turned it on because it's so sensitive. You can see the on-off button there. It stands perfectly. You've got that lovely shape to it. It's very sturdy. It keeps its balance. It's not wobbling. It's not toppling around. Obviously, if you're going to go and fall into it or knock it hard with your elbow, then that might be a different story. But it's not just going to fall over, which is important. And it's that touch button again that makes it so simple. I don't even have to hold the light. I'm just going to open this up a little bit more, because it is adjustable. You can have that so that the light is really, you know, I've got that vertically now. I've got that almost in a straight line, but you can tilt it as you like. Now then, I'm just going to put that back up so we can see the LED panel itself. And I'm not going to hold the lamp with my other hand. I'm just going to touch that button. You see, it doesn't fall over. It's sturdy. Now, the first setting there, you've got kind of that warm light. So it's quite soft. Again, it's kind on the eyes, no heat there, but it's a nice warm light. If I go again, you can see you've got the cooler light, the nice bright lights. It's more like a daylight bulb. If I go again, you've got it's brighter, but it's kind of got that different tone. It is a bit of a mix there, so you've got the best of everything. And again, the fourth touch, that's going to turn that off completely. We'll do that again with the lights down so you can really see the effect of the bulb itself. So again, simple touch of the button, and I'm not holding this lamp with the other hand, I am just touching the button. You can see it is quite a warm light there. Then again, now you can see your nice bright cool light, the white light. And then again, you've got that mixture there, which is fabulous. And then turn it off. Great. Love this because it is so adjustable as well. It folds down neatly. It's got a lovely sleek shape to it. You do get the cable included with it. You just need to plug that into your port, into your adapter. You could plug that into your computer or something and charge it up as well, but once you've charged that up, then it's going to stay charged for approximately 3 hours, which is a great time for if you're having a crafting session. Then of course that's a long time to be crafting before you're needing to recharge that up again, but not just for crafting. As I say, if you wanted to read by this light, anything at all, very useful. If you expect power cuts at any time, we all get them from time to time, and this is charged up. Keep it charged up. You've got a fabulous light to be working from if you lose the power as well. 111471 is the item number, just £14.99. Now we're going to look at something a little bit different. We didn't see these the first time down the counter, but we have got other things for you. We've got the millwood storage here. Now this is great. Now then, we've got 2 different boxes for you here. So let's have a look at the first one I've got. So actually, look at the price on this. I didn't see these prices beforehand. You're saving £19. This is less than half price. You're getting both of these. I love this one as well. Now, I'm just hearing, if this was purchased on its own under normal circumstances, you would pay £25 for this on its own. You're getting 2 boxes. Let's have a look at this one first. This is interesting because if I just turn that to the front, you can see you've got your little catches. This is double-sided. If I open that up, oops, oh, I shouldn't have done it that way, should I? But you can see, do you know, just move these out. These are your dividers, so you can place these where you want them as well. So if you want bigger compartments, you can. But they just slide into place. So if I just pop one back into position, just there, Let's put a couple in. So you can see you can change. Perhaps you've got longer tools, so maybe use it for your paintbrushes or your cake decorating tools as well. It doesn't have to be for your sewing. Let me just tilt that a little bit more so you can see you can adjust where the compartments go. I just presumed they were all in place in there, but obviously they weren't. Nobody's put them in place yet, but you can decide where they go. The other nice thing is, when you shut the lid and you put your catches on, those compartments will actually come right up to the lid. So whatever you've got in there, maybe if you've got beads or something like that in there, because this is double-sided and you want to flip it over to open the other side, everything's not going to just fall out and get mixed up. Different compartments in this side. Now, are these fixed on this side? I think these are fixed ones, but you've got different compartments again there. Great for your buttons, your beads, your fixings, things like your hooks and eyes, that sort of thing as well. Lovely carrying handle on there as well. Let's just put those catches down because then we're locking it all together. Really handy. You're going to fit a lot in there, aren't you? And don't forget, you've got all those compartments to move around, to accessorise or put your accessories in there however you want. So that's the first of our boxes. We do have the second one. This is included. £18 for both of these, remember. Do you know what? You're saving £19. Why not get 2 sets? Now you've got the little clips on the side there again. You've got the compartments again here. I can see these are adjustable as well. You can just slot those in. I presume, I don't know, but I presume these might not be in place when you get it and you put them into place. But you can take these out. If you want to change the tools that you put in there, you want to create more space, you can do. So very adaptable. This one also looks like it's double-sided. In fact, oh, do you know, I didn't even realise it did this. We've got 3 tiers to this. There's one. There's another one. And there's another one. Maybe bits of fabric in there, bits of paper, maybe your dies. Perhaps you've got your die cuts in there. So think about your soft crafting and your paper crafting as well. All your tools and your bits and pieces, and everything just clips together and the lid goes back on top. Do you know, you could separate that. You don't even have to take the whole lot with you, do you? You could separate that and put the lid. Let me just test that. I don't want to say something and then find I'm wrong. Let's just take that one off. Will that then? Yes, it will. Look, so you don't have to take all 3 compartments with you. You can separate them totally. That is really handy. I like these. Look at that. That is great. So all of that for just £18, item number 192587. There we go. All from Millward as well. Fabulous brand. We have got more. We do have more for you. Now we've got another bundle for you here from Millward. Now these are great. You're getting all of this, not the ruler itself, but these are fabulous. So wooden items here. We're just showing you these for example. You don't get the bobbins on there either, but what you have got is your storage for your rulers. So if you have your different quilting rulers, do you know, if you've got a dedicated sewing room, how smart are these going to look on your desk, on your sewing table? But also it's keeping everything there for you, so you can just grab what you need when you want it. You could tier those in different sizes as well. You've got the shorter one, you've got the longer one. They're fabulous. I'm just thinking as well, how often do we put things down that are made of acrylic and we can't see them? Even when you've got print on them, sometimes it makes it hard for you to see them. If you get into the habit of storing them away, putting them where they should be, then you're not going to lose them in amongst your fabric as well. You do get both of those. You also get the bobbin holder, which looks like it holds 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 there. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 individual bobbins, all on that one little holder there. And that, I don't know the actual width of that, but it looks as though it's only about 6 to 7 inches wide, I would think. So it's not going to take up a lot of room on your desk as well, but you've got 25 storage holders there. Whether it's just, what do you call them, spools? It says spool there, doesn't it? Bobbins, spools, whatever you want. Do you know, maybe little bobbins that go in your sewing machine as well. You'd get probably 3 on there, on each of those pegs as well, so you could use them for those. £16.97 is the price. You're saving £11. Again, a great buy. These are quality products. 517449 is the item number. Next, I really like this next item as well. Now we've got different colour options for you. One item number. I really love the idea of this. What are they, you're asking? This is our Quilters 4-in-1 multi-mat. Now the size is 30 centimetres by 24 centimetres. Let me just open this one up. I adore this. I think this is so clever. You've got your little cutting mat in there. So great with your rotary tools. Again, your paper crafters could use these because we use the self-healing mats as well, don't we? But it turns itself into a little ironing mat as well. It's padded on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way you've got that up. What a fabulous item this is. Now you've also got this side here. That fabric is lovely on there as well. You know, just a board to be working from. But that cutting mat is there in place for you. So great for on the move again, great to travel with, great and compact to keep in your drawers. Oh, apparently there's something else in here as well. Let's have a look. Underneath here, do you know, I didn't even realise this. I did think that feels lovely fabric. What would I use that side for? Well, I can tell you. What you've got underneath there, you don't take that right out, it's hinged, it's stuck underneath, but you've got some sandpaper there. That stops your fabric from sliding around. So you could also store your fabric in there. What about if you cut out some applique pieces and you want to travel with them, put them on there so it grips, put the fabric over the top, then you can go away. You've got your ironing board as well, your little ironing base there. Love this, what a great gift that would make. Do you know, if anybody bought me any of these items today, I'd be delighted. £16.99 is the price. You're saving £8. We've got the spot. The blue spot is the one. The grey spot is a slightly bigger spot there. And then we've also got the floral as well, which is lovely. We've got little birds and houses and all sorts on there. I really, really like the idea of these. £16.99, 883015. Now, the diamond dots, let's give you a reminder of those. One item number, different options for you here. These are fabulous. Now, we've had a picture sent in as well. We must show this. This is from Yvonne. Oh, look, Yvonne's got the tiger as well. She's ordered the Lightbox. Oh, you won't be disappointed. It really, well, this is from Yvonne, this is not from me. Yvonne's saying it really does help enormously with your eyesight as well. And I can tell you that. I know it's easy for me to say it when I'm here stood on the television talking about the products, but until you get these home and you realise how gentle and kind the light is on your eyesight, it's completely different to working under your regular bulbs. It really is. £14.39 is the price for the diamond dots. You can see the tigers there. This is the one that Yvonne sent in. Fabulous results you get from these as well. Something that the whole family can get involved in. Let's have a look at the different options. We're looking at Midnight Cat here. Now, I've got to repeat, if you didn't see it earlier, if you've never seen these before, you would think that you've got diamantes in there. It's not, it's the facets that are built in or cut into each individual gem there. That's what's creating that lovely light. So however it's catching, you're getting different effects from it. Do you know, I am going to say this because I know when we had these on a show before, we did have a couple of cushion kits that were very popular actually. You could actually turn these into cushion kits as well, but I will tell you, they wouldn't be washable as such, maybe just sponge wash down, but because of the gems on there. But how effective would that be if you love your cats or your dogs or whatever you wanted to go for here? But you can frame them, you can do whatever you like. So we've got the cats, we've also got the dog version made up for you here as well. So many different colours are built into these kits. You do get the wax, you do get also of course that stylus as well. Let's just give this one a little bit of a twinkle. Look at that, oh, it looks like he's got a real wet nose. Oh, I'm missing my dogs now, I've seen that. Oh, I'll be seeing them soon. Right, okay, we have got the cat, we've got the dog, we've also got the rose. Now this is lovely because this is our rose. It's got that dew effect on there. It is called rose dew. So you do get other colours in there that picks out the detail of the dew as though it's settled onto the rose. Then we have our garland beauty. I think this is a great one actually for a teenager's room. She's a very beautiful girl. And it looks absolutely, oh, it does look like Shana, our float manager. That could be Shana. She's sat at the other side of the studio, I can see her. She's looking very lovely. Now there's our dog. We can see the finished sample there. Just beautiful. These are great gifts again. As I say, all the family can get involved. We have got a little teddy bear in the aeroplane. This is really cute. Perhaps a nice gift to make for a child or a new baby, for a nursery to go on the wall or something like that. It would look amazing. And then we have the tiger as well, which is the one that Yvonne sent in. This looks incredible when it's finished. Wow. That is a great image from Yvonne there. But when you see this and you tilt it and it catches the light, you really do get that effect. Great price at £14.39. 914251 is the item number. One or two more items we can tell you about. Everything's on the website, but the iron as well. We're busy for this. So the dry iron, you've got that non-stick plate. A great price at just £9.99. Saving £10, so half price on this one, £417,259. Also, I'll remind you about the hands-free magnifier. This is a great piece of kit as well. I've actually used this in a previous show. Very, very good indeed. It's illuminated, so not only have you got that light that's very, very kind, and you've got the magnifying essential part of it there as well. So if you're doing close work, maybe you want to keep your hands free, you just rest that on your chest with the cord around your neck. It leaves both hands free to do your stitching or whatever you're doing. 292004. And then we have the clip-on magnifying lamp as well. So this can go on your table, it can go onto a bench, again great for your craft rooms, maybe in the kitchen, maybe in your shed. You've got that magnifier in there. Oh, it's just fantastic. Great prices on everything, I've got to say. £16.99, 325007. Right, let's go back to the one-day special, because the A3 light box here. For anyone that didn't catch at the beginning, I'll go through the features again. I'll tell you a little bit about it. So we're going to have a look at this on the overhead. You can see the screen there. When we're saying A3, we're talking about the area that you see in white there. That's your working area. That's the area that lights up. You've got the outer frame, but A3 is the size of the working area. Now you have got measurements on here, so we're going from 0 right up to 29. You can see it's a little bit past there actually, but the number you can see is 29 just on the end. We might be able to get a little bit closer, you can see that. And then also at the bottom there you are, you can see. At the bottom we're going from 0 in the corner there right up to, that'll go up to, it says 41 there, but you go past there, so about 42 centimetres we're going up to there on the length of it as well. So very handy to have those measurements, because you may be doing something with fabric, you may be doing something with paper, you maybe want to use those measurements as guidelines. Maybe you are an artist and you draw in your own images. Maybe you're designing something for, I don't know, a stencil or something like that, and you want specific sizes. That would be very useful to look at those increments there as you're working. Now, very slim. If I just show this, there we are, we can see how slim that is. Very lightweight as well, which I think is important, because we do move these things around. We want to craft in different areas and do things, maybe take them on travels as well. Very hard surface. This is acrylic surface, so it's very, very hard. It's also anti-scratch. And I've got to tell you about the light again, and we will turn this back on. But I love this because it's such an easy, simple touch button. So power does come with it, or the cable comes with it. Obviously you supply your own power, but the cable is there. Let's bring the lights down again and we'll have a look at this. Now we have got this actually on, so I'm going to just quickly turn this off. Right, okay, there we are. Meant to do that. One touch, and there we are. This is the lowest setting. You can see easily the numbers there on the ruler at the side. This is, we've got the lights right down in the studio. That is the lowest setting. I'm going to point out again that even light that you're seeing across there. You're not seeing a brightness in the centre and it's fading out. You've got that even light all the way across. Let's touch again. We've gone much brighter, that very cool white light there. Great light to work from. Then if we touch again, we're going even brighter. So it makes a difference. Whichever setting you've got it at, it will vary depending on what you're doing with the light box, what materials you're using, and the fourth one will turn the box off, the light box off. Right, we'll bring the lights up again just so I can read the details properly. £49.99 is the price of this, £10 saving, item number 509298. What else can we do with it though? Well, do you know what, I thought, well, let's see what else we do. I did ask specifically Janice to sort me out these photographs, so I better use them a little bit more, I think. We've shown using the diamond dots as well. All this photography by Janice is incredible. Now, I really like this one. Look at this here. Now, I haven't got the light box on at the moment. That's just onto a piece of paper. Let me bring in, we've got some fabric here. Now, look, you can see through there, but not enough for what I want to do. You know, it's going to be quite tricky. I'm just going to cut through this fabric. I'm using the slice scissors. These are fantastic. Let's just, you can find those on the website. We had a show earlier on. You can catch that on Rewind as well. Let's just turn our light box on. We'll bring the lights down. In fact, I'm going to lay the fabric over the top first before I turn it on. So, complete darkness, can't see a thing. Let's put the first setting on. Look at that, that's setting number 1. Let's go a bit brighter. Setting number 2. You can see every bit of the weave in that fabric as well. Setting number 3, that is the brightest. Now, once again, I don't know how it's picking up for you at home, but in the studio, I can work from that, but I would prefer, let's just turn it off. I'm going to the medium setting. That's the one that I'm finding is the best for me to work with. Now then, we can bring the lights back up or we can leave them down. I really don't mind, but I have just got a crayon here as well. We'll leave them down. I think it makes it easier for everybody at home. And this is the whole point of the light box. You can see what you're doing. Now, I've just got a crayon here, coloured pencil. Let me just trace through onto the fabric. You could use one of those, what's the official name? The ones that disappear for your fabric. Not the dissolvable pens, the heat erasable pens. You can use those onto your fabric and they would disappear. I'm just trying to keep my head back a little bit so you can see. Because the surface of this is so hard, you've got that acrylic there, I'm not doing any damage to that with the pencil at all. Obviously, it depends how much you want to press on. You shouldn't need to press on too hard anyway, but you know that surface is great just to work with. I'm just picking out random areas here. I'm not doing the whole thing. Let's just go around one of the birds there as well. Let's just go around the outline. Now what you could do as well, I haven't done it, but if you want to use a bit of low tack tape onto the screen, it won't damage it either, so you could hold that down. Remember, there's no heat coming from this either. It's not getting hot because these are LED lights, so you're not going to put your arm on the surface and burn your arm. It's all about safety as well. I've no idea which bits I've gone round here. Now let's just do another bird. But what I'm thinking here is, if you want to use your fabric, if you've got something like your Inktense pencils, you can then colour in. But also, let me just take that away. I don't know if that crayon's the right, I don't know what colour I picked up because the lights aren't on. Let's turn the lights on a minute, see if I can see. Right, let me turn the box off. Hang on, there we are, that's better. We can see it there. So I've just picked out obviously, because the light's on, you need to turn it off to be able to see properly what you've done. But what about using something like that, your own photography or copyright-free images, something like that, and then tracing through and then stitching? You could think of Rowandine, when we get the printed fabric, you could do something like that, use your fabrics and your threads and make your own kits up. Just scraps of fabric, that's all you need. You could cut up your clothing, your curtain lining, obviously not ones that you want to keep, but use your light box not just for your paper crafts, not just for your diamond dots, not just for your parchment, but on all of your fabrics as well. You could easily stitch that. That is a great image from Janice actually, that worked really, really well. I really like that a lot. Do you know, I want to go home now and make my own stitching patterns. That's my next job on my never-ending list of things to do. Great size being A3. Let's just look at one final time at the details there, 509298 if you're going for the A3 light box. Now, another very popular item on the show. This has been very, very busy. 20% of the stock has gone in the first hour. I absolutely love this. £10 saving. I would gladly pay the full price for this, I really would, but you can get this for £14.99. This is rechargeable, so it's been charged up already. You can see your charge port there. You do get the cable. You will need the adapter, but I think all of us have got mobile phones and iPads and that sort of thing. You can charge from your computer as well, so you just plug into the cable, charge it up. The light will show when it's on charge. Then, of course, you've got that adjustable head, so if you want to tilt this to your work or if you want it straight up, you can do. That's very sturdy. It holds It sits beautifully on your countertop or your desk. You've got your LED panel in the top there as well, which you can see. Again, it's not going to get hot. You can see actually, you can pick out all the different LEDs in there. It's not just one bulb. You've got multiple bulbs in there. Let's bring the lights down again. And we'll show you this one again. Now, I have to be careful, it's so sensitive. I keep forgetting the buttons there at the front. So I'll move my other hand just to show you how sturdy it is. One touch, one simple touch. That is going to just lift that so you can see a little bit more. That gives you that warmer glow. Now, if I've got this right, that one is probably more for the daytime. And we do still need light in the daytime. Another touch there, let's just go up again. So there you are, that's your cool light. Now that's what I would use at night time. I use my daylight lamps. I've got larger ones, I've got smaller ones. I have got portable one as well. I've got to say it's not as good as this one though. And then the next one gives you the best of everything because it's giving you that kind of in between. And it's a little bit brighter as well. And then touch again and it goes off and this just folds away. And it's so compact. I think if you're stuck for a gift for anybody, coming up, birthdays, Christmas, whenever it is, everybody's going to love that. Reading, crafting, whatever you're doing. £14.99, £10 saving, item number 111471. Do take advantage while we've got these prices. Really are great savings on there. Don't forget about the diamond dots. If you've got those already, you want to collect any more, if you haven't got your light box yet, you've got the choice of the A3 or the A4. That's the end of this hour. That's the end of my shift.